one of my thoughts about your work is that you're not relying on sort of a charitable model to make hydroponics work in communities, even urban communities, or what you're doing in Haiti. You're building a business model here that has a hyper local approach and can become a win-win-win for everybody. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I would say is we see hydroponic and our approach as really following existing structures. So, there are a lot of communities and there are a lot of groups that are doing great work that just don't have the leverage they need to really enact the change they need. So in our work, let's take Hartford, for example. There are dozens of organizations in the city of Hartford, but they're siloed and they're not necessarily working together, but they serve similar populations. And so what we've been building a model around is, okay, we approach these multiple organizations and we say, hey, we've got this solution. Do you want to be a part of it? And so that's the first part of our model is around partnership. Because we're introducing such a new and unused technology, we're really the only ones who are doing it in the way that we're doing it. And so we are not competing with anybody. So we're not a threat to a lot of these local organizations. And so we can come in and support them in a way that another organization may not be, where they'd be perceived as a threat. And there's a lack of cohesion. So we were able to very quickly in the city of Hartford build a partner list, where we actually support and work with them of dozens of organizations. So that was the first thing, is we started to really build this network of organizations, both in Haiti and then in the United States, that gives us this huge look at a wide range of populations, from wealthy to impoverished. We get to connect with a ton of communities that necessarily wouldn't be connected. Then we combine it with, okay, this technology is really innovative. It's really easy to teach people and it's really productive. How do we take this and make it sustainable? Not just environmentally sustainable, but economically sustainable. And so that's always been our approach. We view donations and grants as investment dollars, as seed funding, like you would a normal business. And so we have taken those donations and grants that we've received, and we've built the infrastructure that in the long run will be able to sustain itself. So that's really what we see as critical for systemic change, right? So just growing food and donating it to the food pantry is great, and it's important, and that's how you solve the short-term hunger and food insecurity that we see. But how do you end that cycle? And that requires a system that's different than the one that we currently have. It's not just a matter of producing food, it's about producing food so it permanently reaches people consistently. And that's really been the way we view it, is we want to fix the systemic problem. We don't want to fix the short-term problems. We will do a little bit of that. But in the long term, what we want is a system that works for everybody.